A phone is just a glass and metal until you attach the feeling of connection, productivity, or status to it.
Welcome to School of Awareness.
Today we'll be talking about what the experience does to our lives. Now think about the last thing you bought, not the purchase itself, but the moment before you bought it. There was something that came first, a mental image of what life would be like once you had it. Maybe it was a phone, a pair of shoes, a laptop, a car, or even something small like a game or an item you didn't really need. Before the money left your hand, before the checkout button was pressed, something happened in your mind. You imagined yourself using it. You imagined how it would feel to hold it, to wear it, to experience it. And in that moment, you didn't just see the item. You experienced the feeling of having it. That feeling is what made the decision easier. Not logic alone, not pressure, but the emotional experience of already possessing it in your mind. Here's the truth most people don't consciously realize. People don't buy things just because of the object itself. They buy the feeling they associate with the object. The item is just a bridge. The real attraction is the experience they believe it will create. Comfort, status, confidence, convenience, freedom, excitement, whatever it is. The product becomes a symbol of a feeling already formed internally, and this is where the process begins. Long before the purchase, there is clarity. A mental picture forms. How will it feel when I have this? That question quietly drives everything that follows. It influences the research, it influences the comparison, it influences the patience to save money, it influences the decisions along the way until eventually the product ends up in your hands. Now here's a paradox that most people overlook. Even after buying the item, what they enjoy is still not the object itself, it's the feeling the object represents. The excitement of using it, the satisfaction of having it, the experience it creates. The object itself is static, but the feeling is what gives it a meaning. A phone is just a glass and metal until you attach the feeling of connection, productivity, or status to it. Clothes are just fabric until you attach the feeling of confidence or expression. A car is just a machine until you attach the feeling of freedom or achievement. So in reality, people are always chasing feelings, not things. The things are simply vehicles that deliver those feelings. Now here's where it becomes even more interesting. The same mechanism that drives purchasing decision is the same mechanism that drives life decisions. Every goal you have, every dream you think about starts exactly the same way. With a picture, with a feeling, with a mental simulation of a future experience. When someone decides they want success, money, freedom, influence, or a better lifestyle, what they are really doing is imagining how it will feel to live that reality. That internal visualization becomes the driving force. It shapes thoughts, it influences behavior, it directs attention, it creates persistence, it pushes someone to learn, to plan, to act, to improve. All because the mind is trying to bridge the gap between the current reality and the desired feeling. But here's the paradox that causes most people to struggle. When it comes to buying something small, they trust the feeling first attitude. They allow clarity of desire to form. They can clearly see what they want and how it will feel. But when it comes to their dreams, they reverse the process. They say, I need money first, or I need to know exactly how it will happen first, or I need all the steps before I start. So instead of starting with clarity of what they want, they wait for certainty of method. And in doing so, they block the very thing that would guide them forward. Because clarity of vision is what generates direction. Not having all the answers at the beginning is normal. No one who achieves something meaningful starts with a complete roadmap. They start with a clear picture of the end. They feel it, they imagine it, they connect to it. Think about it. The Wright brothers didn't know how to fly a plane until after they had done it. They didn't have a step-by-step manual. They didn't have proven systems to follow. What they had was something far more powerful, a vision. They saw themselves flying in their minds. The experience already existed. The feeling of being in the sky, of lifting off the ground, of doing what had never been done before. And that internal experience became the driving force behind everything they did. That vision pushed them to experiment, to fail, to adjust, to try again, and step by step, what didn't exist in the world became real. And it doesn't stop there. Every great invention you see today, everything you use, everything you rely on started the same way, not with complete knowledge, not with guaranteed outcomes, but with a clear mental picture of what was possible. The vision came first, the feeling came first, the clarity came first, and from that, the how revealed itself. That feeling becomes the internal compass that guides every decision. Without that clarity, action becomes random. Effort becomes scattered, motivation becomes inconsistent because there is no emotional anchor pulling you forward. But with clarity, something changes. The vision begins to pull you. You start asking better questions. You become more aware of opportunities. You begin to act in ways that match the outcome you've already seen in your mind. And step by step, the gap closes. Just like a customer moving from imagining the product to researching it to purchasing it to finally experiencing it, your life follows the same pattern: vision, feeling, decisions, actions, and real it. The feeling always comes first. That is the origin point of movement. So the real shift is this: stop waiting to understand everything before you begin. Start by clearly defining how you want your life to feel. Not just what you want to have, but how you want your life experience to be. Because once that feeling is clear enough, it begins to guide everything else. Your choices, your actions become more intentional, your direction becomes more focused, and just like every purchase ever made, your dream becomes something you move toward naturally. Not because you forced yourself, but because you can already feel where you're going. If this video touched your heart but you don't know how you can do this, our self-image mastery program is designed strictly for that. It will help you create that vision and internalize it, just like you internalize the experience of having a new phone. Click the link in the description. And thank you for spending time with us today.